My mom was driving the carpool. She started singing this weird song, Do-Wah-Diddy. Yeah. Must have been from when she was a teenager in the 30s. That's nothing. Remember the 7th grade dance? The chaperones started doing the funky chicken with the principal? Oh, man, you got the funky chicken, Mom?
There he goes, just walking down the street, singing do-wah-dee-dee-dee-dee-dum-dee-dee. Your mom is weird. Snapping his fingers and shuffling. Singing do-wah-dee-dee-dee-dee-dum-dee.
Hey, Mom?
Look,
Mom.
look, what?
We're gonna head on over to the mall.
You want to ride?
No, thanks. We can do-wah-diddy without one.
So, did you decide on the engine yet? You gonna go with the big block?
No, decide on a flathead.
Flathead? Taylor, you are an animal. Just as I have you pegged as a big block guy, you surprised me with a flathead.
I like to keep you on your toes, Bert.
Usually you're dropping things on them.
Don't quit your day job, okay? All right, let's do the rack and pin in and try to get to the brakes if we can.
I'm really glad we're doing this today.
Yeah, you like hanging with the tool man, huh?
Well, especially when my in-laws are visiting. Dana, she really gets crazy when her parents are around.
Not as crazy as my wife, boy. When her parents come to visit, she's a psycho. And they're not running all cylinders. They're like a couple pistons shy of a V8, if you know what I mean.
What do you mean, Sam?
Honey, Bert was telling me how crazy his wife was, and I want to make him feel a little better, so I made up stories about your wonderful, understanding, lovely parents.
I'm sure Bert didn't say his wife was crazy.
Yes, I did. Dana, she's a total nutcase when her parents are around. She spends the whole time trying to make her daddy happy.
Whoa. I sense a little hostility there.
Well, she lets him run her entire life. He's a vet, so she became a vet.
Yeah? What branch? Army, Navy, what?
Animal business.
You know, Bert, I was just reading something about this. Maybe your wife hasn't individuated from her father.
Individuated?
No! Honey, I've told you many times, psychology is no place in the garage. It's like a car, does not belong on a shrink's couch.
Unless the car is in denial and has a big block to work through. That would have killed in psychology class.
And yet, here in the garage, death.
Can we get back to this individuated thing? What is that?
It's a 2-hour discussion that'll suck the life out of you.
It's an over-attachment to one's parents that continues through adulthood.
Here we go.
Is your wife an only child, by any chance?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, she is.
Well, then, could be a classic case.
Really?
Yep. You know, if this is a problem in your relationship, you really should talk with your wife about it.
Oh, I don't know. I've brought it up before, and every time it ends up in a big fight. Maybe I should just leave well enough alone, huh?
That's good advice for anyone, Jill.
Avoidance is never a good idea.
Really? Maybe we should talk more about this.
Sure. You want a cookie?
Something wrong?
Yeah. You know how I used to be so cool in junior high?
No.
Well, I was. Now that I'm in high school, I'm nobody.
Well, here comes Mom. Why don't you grab a cookie and talk to her about it?
I'd rather talk to the cookie. Hi, I'm Dana. Bert's wife?
I'm just here to pick him up.
Oh, come on in. It's so nice to meet you. Bert was just talking about you. Nothing bad, I hope. Oh, no, good. Good.
All right, let's bolt on that sway bar. Now, we would have been at this job an hour and a half ago had you not spent most of the time in the kitchen with Mrs. Freud.
This is my husband, Tim. Tim, this is Dana, Bert's wife. Hi.
Hi, nice to meet
Good to
you.
meet you. You ready to go, hon?
We're just getting started with this front stabilizer box.
Oh, I'm sorry, but we got to pick up Michelle at the mall and meet Mom and Dad. You know, they really want to make the early bird dinner.
Great.
The other night I heard Dad telling that stupid joke. Hey, Bert, how about an early Bert dinner?
Well, that's not very funny, is it? That'd be a lot less funny if your name were Bob. Well, we'll finish up later.
I'm so sorry that having dinner with my father is such torture for you.
Well, it is. And it's all because you haven't individuated from your father.
What?
Jill, she explained the whole thing to me. How your over-attachment to your father is poisoning our marriage.
You know, I think that Tim was wrong about that early Bert joke. Yeah, I'd just be as funny with Bob. Well, what about an early Bob dinner?
Funny stuff.
Bob dinner?
Did you talk about her private life with a stranger?
For your information, Dana, Jill happens to be a highly respected psychologist.
Well, technically, I'm not a psychologist.
Well, technically, what are you?
Technically, the word that you would best use to describe me would be a psychology student.
A student?
But I'm a very promising, highly respected student.
I thought you were a teacher.
You criticize me based on something a student said?
I didn't know she was a student. And your problems must be pretty obvious if a stupid student can recognize them.
Well, for the record, I should tell you I just got an A on my last test.
Now, I'm guessing, honey, that the psychology test, the A, was based on some sort of curve?
I don't think what I did was so terrible. I was just trying to get Bert to open up the lines of communication.
Which is exactly why I've told you over and over again, communication is a bad thing. It can lead to nothing but disaster.
This is not a disaster.
Oh, really? Then why did Bert and Dana run out ever yelling at one another?
They were just expressing some strong feelings. I'm sure they're going to calm down with a nice, rational discussion, and their relationship will be healthier for it.
Hey, Randy. How's them all?
Wild. When Michelle's parents came to pick her up, they had a huge fight.
Was it a healthy, rational sort of thing?
No, it was more of a screaming, I can't believe I married you sort of thing.
Right there in the mall?
Oh yeah, right in the food court. The falafel guy had to restrain Michelle's mom.
God, what have I done? I've ruined 2 lives.
Think about this. I would guess that in a psychology class, your advice would have been huge. And yet, here in a garage with real people, death.